The secret to unlimited time comes in this little packet. No, seriously. Hey guys, it's Jason here, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you how you can get your own unlimited source of thyme from this one little packet that you can grow either on your windowsill or put up and put into your garden. Now, this one little packet only cost me 75p, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of thyme in that one packet. To get started, we're just going to strip some of the lower leaves on the stems. When I first started experimenting with this, I kind of just assumed that the roots would come out from the very bottom of the stem, but actually that's not the case. As you're stripping the leaves, if you see that there's an intersection and the thyme kind of branches off, that will be where the roots come out. Once you're happy with the amount of thyme that you have, all you need to do is pop that bunch of thyme into a pot or a container of water. Try to make sure that you don't have any leaves submerged in the water. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I like to try to repurpose plastic where I can. I like to call these ratchet containers. Now this ratchet container happens to just be an old fizzy drink bottle. Now once you're happy with it, just pop it on the windowsill where it can get some sunlight. In my experience, I found that putting the pot on a windowsill that doesn't get too much sunlight works out better. Remember to change the water frequently, every 1 or 2 days. For me personally, this really helps with my mental health because it creates a routine for me to do every morning. Now these leaves are going into my dinner tonight. After about 10 to 14 days, you should start to see some roots appearing. Here's one I made earlier. Man, I've always wanted to say that. I mean, do they still do bleed Peter badges? Right, anyway, let's have a look at the roots. Interestingly, this is supposed to work better with the young green stems, not the woody ones, but yet here, these woody ones are producing roots. So, if this is what your local store has, then give it a try. Amazingly, whilst it's been in the pot, it started to grow some brand new luscious green leaves as well. Now once you get a fairly decent amount of root growth, you can then pot it up into some compost. Now I'm just using an old plastic cup, but I've got some scissors and made some holes at the side just for some drainage. Make sure that you're starting off with some moist compost. Then make a hole that will be deep enough to put your cutting in. Pop the cutting in and then backfill the soil. Now I'm super impatient, so I've put the cutting along the side of the plastic. That way I can monitor the root growth. Now I've been a bit cheeky and I'm putting a second cutting into this pot, but it's going to be a smaller one. And this whole container I'm going to be putting up into a bigger pot to go outside onto the cloud garden later in spring. Then once your cuttings are in, press the soil down to compress the air and then give it a nice drink. This is one of my homemade ratchet watering cans. But it doesn't end there. Thyme isn't the only herb that you can do this with. I took a cutting from one of my mint bushes on the cloud garden, popped it in water and followed the same process. This rosemary has been in the pot for about 10 days and it's just now starting to grow roots. Following this method, you'll never run out of rosemary, thyme or mint ever again. It doesn't matter if you've got a massive garden or a small windowsill, This is something that you could do. Please help me to grow this channel by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thanks very much and see you again soon. Bye!